Hi, this is John Fenley with Murfie, and I thought I'd give a little behind the scenes of how we audit the discs that we were processing, how we process them. There's a container across town that has all the boxes like this that we got from Murfie in Wisconsin, and we bring these boxes over into this facility and we process them one at a time. So I'll grab a stack of discs like this and process these discs one at a time. Scan the disc. We don't know what it is until we scan it and have access to it. So this is Pushing Tin motion picture soundtrack. The owner has signed the terms of service, which means that we are allowed to rip this disc for the owner. So I will take a picture of it. This picture will be used as the album art eventually, and I place it in the box over here that goes to the ripping stations. Press the button, and now the database knows what discs, knows that we have that disc and which box it's in. Here we go. Here's a Rugrats movie soundtrack, and the owner has not signed the terms of service. This disc has not been ripped, but we cannot rip it because the owner has not signed the terms of service. So this disc, we can't rip it. We literally just have to put it back on the shelf, and the owner can sign the terms of service. They can request it back, but they will not be able to access and listen to it because we weren't able to rip it. Here's another one, the Wonder Years. Music from the Wonder Years. And the owner has signed the terms of service. It does need to be ripped. So we will be putting this over in the ripping queue. And that's pretty much the process. We've got the container across town. We bring the discs over, the boxes. Bring the discs over, process them one at a time to verify that they exist, that they are actually here. And once we have verified that they are actually here, then the owners can request the physical copies back or listen to them if we're able to rip them, or if we have the data from the discs. But we have to do this for all million discs. Basically, there's 1 million discs, and we have to do this one at a time. There's no shortcuts here. We literally have to go through one by one, make sure that that disc is actually here, that we actually verified that it exists, and then it becomes a full-fledged piece of the marketplace. The owner can buy and sell it. They can request it back, and we know exactly where to find it. The discs that are in the containers, we don't know. We don't know exactly where they're at. But once they're in these boxes, we know exactly where they're at, and can get them anytime they want them. And you'll actually be able to log in and see the discs that we have processed that you own. You will actually be able to log in and see this picture that we have taken of your disc. And when you request it back, you will see the different pieces that are all together that you will get back in the mail when you request them. As you can see, there's really just no shortcuts. It really just is. Oh, this is great. I love this. When I find a disc comes up like this where the owner has signed the terms of service and it needs to be ripped, and I get to put this in the rip box. I love it. I love it. This user's going to get their disc ripped. It makes me really sad when I see a disc that needs to be ripped and the owner has not signed the terms of service. So like this one. This is Laura Figgy, Bewitched. The owner has not signed the terms of service, but we do need to rip this disc. Basically, if the owner comes back and does sign the terms of service later, their disc is already on the shelf and it's bypassed this ripping process. So So in order for us to rip this now, after the owner signs the terms of service, we're going to have to go back to the shelves and go pull it back off the shelf to pull it out to go into the rip boxes. These boxes, this rip box just goes straight to the ripping machines. These, who knows when we're going to get around to ripping. Like, we got to work through 1 million discs. These now are low priority. The only purpose for these is to sit on the shelf and wait for the owner to request them back. These get actively ripped. Everything else, it's just kind of, you know, it's in limbo. If the owner doesn't sign the terms of service and we find their discs, there's really not much we can do without the terms of service being signed. So it makes me a little bit sad. A little bit sad. Ah, yeah, this is good. Owner signed the terms of service. I can rip this disc. It does need to be ripped. This is great. This is great. I get to put this in the rip box. Makes me really happy. Really happy.